All right, here we go again. So, couple things happen here. First off, they gave me the right address, but if you Google it, it takes you to the other VA. So it's a glitch, unless it's deep state doing it. I think it's a glitch, I was targeted to spoof or whatever. So if you put 353 North Butler in, it'll tell you it's over by Target. So that has to be fixed. Sounds like could be at the Google level. I don't know. But they called off anyway. You can see the curses there. I told the lady, I guess, now I'm here. I think the next appointment will go. The receptionist. So at least I got some exercise this morning. While the other parking lot wasn't cleared, that place is closed kind of for outpatient. I don't know if it's I guess it's inpatient too. At least I think it is. Maybe it's completely closed. I don't know. That curse in it. No, the effects of what they fictitiously and erroneously call protest is designed to cause the psychology of the officers to fail. And, things like suicide are possible, making mistakes. Again, did they make a mistake? Obviously, he didn't pull his gun on them. Obviously, they had television. Obviously, they believe that may have happened. Somebody's trying to say that there was some sort of shot that rang out. I don't know. But I'll tell you, it's definitely not their fault because the recipe for that to happen was brought about by those people that you are all erroneously calling protesters. Again, I don't care whether it's mom, pa, kettle. If you're working an operation that is commensurate with psychological warfare, psychological torture, and spycraft, then that's what you're working. It's not this, well, they're just such sweet people, right? Right, Elizabeth Warren? Well, it's his protective self. He's exercising it. Yeah, it's like saying somebody robbing a bank is, rebelling against the CEOs of the bank. You might as well say the Somalians were rebelling against or protesting the corruption in government by stealing all that money because they should have it because they're just such sweet, kind souls. Yeah, there's no doubt. I already just looked at it. I went into my notes, highlighted the address, and searched the address, and it told me it would be over here. It's not over here. But they called out anyway. I'm going to return this 4x4 if I can. I purchased it from the same person, but it was a nicer one. So I think I had some more wood I wanted to take up here, but I just couldn't get to the point of loading it up. Got to start my returns for stuff that was mistakenly purchased. I'll get to those projects. Well, I know how the curses work. So I ordered in from Walmart. I think it was day before yesterday. I think in the evening, I guess afternoon, something like that. And ever since then, I've been pointed to make a trip up here because this is where the food came from. So again, it's kind of like anything you do is useless. It's a curse. Again, you're going to experience it. Bavino. See, that's the problem. Like I told you with making Bavino that central point. It's just not. And even Homan hid for a while. So Homan's up, hopefully. Bavino is absorbing all because you don't want to do that. You want to kind of spread it out. Yeah, the devils, man. The average person today is commensurate with the devil. It's not because they're sinning like average. They're actually causing the sin in the other people. Winter Wonderland up here in Butler. At least they plowed nuts over by PennDOT. I'm in the vicinity of PennDOT. Boy, it's a nice road. Boss, want to go shopping? You better make it right, right? Best roads in the county is over here by PennDOT. Oh, shoot. They're over here. My mirrors, somebody hit it. Maybe I did. Oh, that's not sitting right. Like back before they got me real good, and I'm like, that's it. I used to go to Ollie's Bargains, place like this, walk deals, walk around, just look at everything, talk to everybody, heal everything. Well, you lost your healer, man. Luke 10 be enough, where God said, that's it. We're not going to play that game. But, oh, here's the guy I think I gave money to the other day. He's out here early. Well, he's one of those guys. He's probably when he did work, be up like be up like 5 a.m. Now he's homeless. He's out there at 5 a.m. Figured out this job now. Healed him. Hopefully, he doesn't have an alcohol problem or anything. That does it sometimes. When I was in Santa Fe, one of the homeless guys I was helping, that was his deal. Wife died, and that was it. Couldn't hold. I just kept him straight. So again, when I realized I'm not married, I wouldn't take a wife from him, so he would have a worse life and be more of an alcoholic when he was younger. Man. So again, my crowns are in heaven for sure. Well, because if your will is to give you over someone else in a predicament like that, then I wouldn't say you're a devil. That maybe is kind of almost human nature, but I'm even I even have it a different way, so I'm even further away from that. Which means I wouldn't take something from him, because I know for the good of creation, it'd be better if he had a wife, because I can get by. I won't be an alcoholic, and I'm actually, most of my time was spent out doing charities. And healing people is charity. It takes away from your life, but I have enough credit for me to be a millionaire no matter what I did in life. Inside credit. It's the planet. It's the devil. I got to remember where this thing came from. I don't remember which store it came from, but it's easy up here in Butler because they're both on either side. Well, if you want to break into my apartment, I'm not going to tell you to go right ahead, but God will get you. Believe me. Democrats are going. You break into my apartment, I guarantee the Democrats go down further. Unless you're a Republican, then the Republicans go down. But at this point, I'd say the Democrats. See, sometimes it's the same operator, but they go to the different party. Oh, I'll take care of them for you. And they go to the Democrat, say they're a Democrat, and they go to the Republican and say they're a Republican. And we'll take, just give us money. So they made merchandise of me. Let me see if it's back here.